Hello and welcome to the Standing Pilates Workout for long, lean legs. You don't need any equipment, just yourselves. Let's begin with our feet nice and wide, toes pointing to the corners of the room. Let's roll your shoulders up to your ears and release them down and back. Let any tension melt away. Just take a moment to center yourself. And let's start with a deep squat, reaching those arms down, side and up, and releasing them out to the side. Inhale to lower, and exhale to lift. One more time, deep squat, reaching your chest up to the sky, this time to extend through the upper back, and release, taking it into your plies. We inhale to lower, and exhale to lift. Sweeping those arms out to the side, just making this movement as graceful as you can. Working into your inner and outer thighs and through your glutes every time you stand back up. Now I want you to hold your plie and take tiny little pulses down. Little squeeze. Little squeeze, keep driving through your heels. Lift your chest and draw your abs in and up. And now we're going to take our plie and turn towards a lunge. So just mirror me, plie and pivot to lunge. Plie and pivot to lunge. So we're pivoting on that front heel and on the ball of the back foot. And last one to hold your lunge. Let's pulse it down here. Little squeeze, little squeeze. Bend that back knee closer to the floor. Lifting your chest, reaching those arms all the way up overhead into a high fifth position, relaxing those shoulders down and back. Now from this lunge, hands reach forward. We're going to hinge forward and slide your elbows towards your hips. Hands come to the shoulders, engaging down your back, engaging through your lats. Really drive through that front heel as you tip your weight forward, really switching those glutes on. Hold it here in your hinge, reach your hands down to the floor. You're going to tip yourself forward, lifting that back leg, squaring those hips and lifting yourself up. Tipping it forward like a teeter-totter and lifting yourself back up. So we're taking it into our drinking bird. This one really challenges your hamstrings, glutes, your lower back, and your core stabilizers. Take this in your own time. And now get ready to hold it here and bend that supporting leg to tap your back toe down and up. Down and up. Keep stretching that leg as long as you can. Keep opening up through the chest, driving through that supporting heel. Good, reach it longer, big stretch, and pulse down on that supporting leg. Little squeeze, keep pressing through that big toe, pinky toe and heel. Reaching those arms out overhead, and release. Step back out wide into your second position. We're going to drop it down into your plie, and we pivot to your lunge. So we plie and lunge. Plie, pivot to the lunge. Hold your last lunge and pulse it down. Little squeeze, little squeeze. Drive that front heel, lifting your chest. Arms are going to float up overhead into a high fifth position. Turn your palms to face forward, and then we're going to take it into our hinge. As you hinge, extend your back leg, sliding your hands towards your shoulders, elbows towards your hips. Bring all of that weight onto your front heel. Remember, we want to find a long line through the body on that hinge from your head to your back toe. Now Now holding it here in your hinge, reach your hands down to the floor, square those hips, lift yourself up, tap the back toe down for balance, and tip it forward for your drinking bird. Keep your supporting knee bent and drive that heel through the floor to really engage through your hamstrings and glutes. Now hold it here and tap that back toe down and up. Stretch that leg as long as you can. Now hold it there and pulse down on that supporting leg. Really fight for that balance. Hold it there. Reach those arms up overhead for a big stretch. And release. Shake those legs out, and we now come into a small V position with your feet. Hands come behind the head, and we just soften the knees and then zip those inner thighs back together. Make sure you keep your rib cage closed. Now we're going to go into a deep plie. So we're going to soften the knees, peel those heels off the floor, and then lift up, press those heels down, and then zip those inner thighs back together. And if you want a little bit more challenge, lift your heels off the floor and we stay high in the balls of your feet as we soften the knees, drop it down into your plumb line squat and lift back up. Now drop it halfway down and hold. Can you go down an inch and up an inch, down an inch, and up an inch? You should see a diamond shape through your legs, lifting those heels as high as you can, pressing through those big toes. Good, holding it here, hands to your hips, and let your hips sway side to side. Now this is where the thighs get a little bit shaky. You feel like there's a fire in your thighs, I just want you to embrace it. If your legs start to shake, let it shake. Now let's take it down. Swaying your hips, you go down, 2, 3, 4, and up, 2, 3, 4. Down, 2, 3, 4, and up, 2, 3, 4. Keep tucking that tailbone under so you let your tailbone drop to the floor. Good, holding it there. And we're going to pulse it down to finish. Little squeeze, little squeeze, little squeeze. I know that balance is challenging and your legs are probably shaking like mine. Just keep breathing, hanging on to it. And release. Stretch those legs, lower your heels down, and shake your legs out. Well done, you guys. I hope you enjoyed that standing Pilates routine. As you can see, my legs were on fire, shaking uncontrollably. It just means your thighs are lengthening and strengthening at the same time. If you enjoyed this workout, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, like it, share it with a friend, and if you're new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I can't wait to see you next week for another amazing workout. Bye, guys.